do my best to keep our lens nice and clean. We're actually starting where we began yesterday, but oh shit, it's slippery there. We're gonna pay a visit to the Russian embassy and the Ukrainian embassy. I have no idea what's going on there. We're just gonna take a walk by. The Russian embassy is actually right over there across the river. So we will cross at that bridge over here, and we'll go kind of walk through Strathcona Park, and then we'll come up to the Russian embassy and we'll see if there's anything happening there. And then from there we'll take a walk and head towards the Ukrainian embassy, which is Somerset and O'Connor, I believe. And that's kind of downtown in the red zone. Oh my god, it's slippery. Hello, UK. Glad to have everyone here. Supposed to get, I don't know, I think like 6 to 12 centimeters of snow. I'm supposed to finish around supper time here. It is currently 12 o'clock noon Ottawa time. Crazy news happening in Ukraine, eh? That's wow, what a developing story. Really hard to kind of sift through it all and kind of pick through what I want to talk about. And yeah, seen a lot of crazy video, you know, I don't even know where to start, you know, like let's start with the airport in Kiev, like completely taken over, like Mi-8 attack helicopters and Sukhoi jets and whatnot shelling the place. But the story is so deep between Russia and the Ukraine that it goes back a long way, and there's a lot more to the story than obviously the mainstream media is telling us. I've heard a lot of things, crazy stuff, just crazy stuff. Just kind of still wrapping my head around it, like like this whole like freedom convoy thing, and then into this, like, and then there's the whole people's convoy happening down in the US. Heard some stories out of there. Like, well, I'll start with that. So kind of skimmed over an article where there's threats of like Antifa and like far left wing like provocateurs that have left from Phoenix, Arizona, and going to try to join the convoy and then stir up trouble, such as those people do often and not, those like BLM riots and stuff, that kind of behavior. I think yeah, so keep your eyes and ears on a swivel. Like, I think there's a good chance in the States they're going to use those kind of tactics to vilify the convoy and try to do what they did here with like seizing of assets and bank accounts and stuff. I guess to like switch over to kind of the same topic, I was reading today one of the probable reasons that Trudeau and Freeland backed off on the Emergencies Act so quickly was the WEF, World Economic Forum, and the Canadian Bankers Association put their foot down, and from what I can understand, it was putting a wrench in their plans for national digital identification. Like, that connects all your, you know, your Vax Pass and your bank accounts and all that stuff together. Yeah, here's the Rideau River. Really pretty. Some little quacker there, going for a dive. See what they're doing? They're fighting the current and then they're just diving down. Yeah, I think those are the Mercinger ducks. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Now they're, oh, he just popped up right there. Beautiful duck. I wish I could like really zoom in on it. That's when you want like a nice Canon or Nikon or Sony camera or something like that. So yeah, the Russian embassy is just over there. It's a pretty short walk. Go check it out, see what's happening there. I'm so conflicted about a lot of things with the whole conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Like, just the people's background stories, you know, like Putin, for example, like he's a graduate of the Young Global Leaders program, like from the World Economic Forum. So he has that background, but is he still connected to them? And he's just playing this like, it's like this horse and pony show kind of thing. But he's a very like articulate, like hyper intelligent person who, I don't know, interesting person to look into, that's for sure. But then like the Ukrainian president is like Zelensky, you know, his country is in the middle of being attacked, and he has time to sit down with the actor Sean Penn, who is like a total like left-wing kook, and like talk about this documentary that he's gonna do about the Russian invasion, and he's got time to like post photos on the gram. It's like, we live in a bizarro world, we really do, you know. Just and like I've even heard like one of the reasons behind this special operations mission that Russia has performed is to kind of, I would say, not in his words but my words, I would say like kind of draining the swamp a little bit. Like kind of, there's a lot of people who've infiltrated the Ukrainian government, like the Biden family and Hunter Biden. It's a very, very trustworthy person. And yeah, they've concocted a lot of business deals, crooked business deals. Pelosi as well, all these people, they have deep ties. Hi. Someone had something to say. Yeah, so this is Strathcona Park. It's along the Rideau River. Beautiful day, even though it's snowing pretty hard. But yeah, what else did I read or see? Speculation that kind of U.S. all over Ukraine, there was like kind of surgical strikes against U.S. owned or funded biolabs. I won't get into that too much because I don't know the whole story, but apparently there's some clandestine biolabs that Russia apparently has been talking about for years and years, and apparently they struck them. Yeah, there's just so many little stuff, like as I said, there's so many little side stories, and it's hard to like disseminate what's what. What else is new? Oh, So those rapid test things that they're dispensing by the millions, apparently they've neglected to add consumer warnings to them about a chemical called sodium azide, A-Z-I-D-E, sodium azide. And it's a very toxic substance that's contained in the rapid test kits. And I guess what's happening is people's dogs and pets and possibly children have, tampered with the product and have gotten really sick from ingesting these chemicals. And when I think the sodium azide is mixed with water, it turns into, sodium hydrazine, I think. And that's basically turns into a toxic gas that you don't want to breathe. So yeah, science, science, science. Alright, so there's a big staircase around here somewhere. Alright, we'll go over here. It's quite the hill, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, beautiful park in the summer and in the winter. Lots of people come here to picnic and hang out and play with the kids. You can really feel that crust of ice under my feet. So the Russian embassy is just kind of on top of the hill there. I don't know, it's worth mentioning if you don't know already, the only people that win in war are the bankers, the politicians and the military-industrial complex. That's about it. Canada sent munitions and logistical equipment and all that stuff. Troops. All right. Oh wow. All right, guys, I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna take the sidewalk. I don't feel like climbing Mount Everest right now. We'll just climb Mount Washington here, I guess. I'm so gonna bail, guys. It happened. Oh my god, is this that happened, guys? Wipe out on live stream. Wow. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna have to regroup here. Hold on, guys. Holy doodle. Okay. Completely wiped out on my ass. Wow. I'm okay. 100% okay. Wow. Okay. Just give me a sec here. I gotta get on the sidewalk. I gotta regroup, wipe my lens off. Oh, man. The phone flew right off the gimbal. Phone buried in the snow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Give me a sec here. Whew. Okay. At least we didn't lose the stream. Wow. Okay, let's start with the lens. Okay. A little better. Okay. Okay. Whew. Unfold the gimbal. Sorry guys. That was amazing. Okay. Okay, gimbal's reattached. Okay. And I think we might be back in action. Of course, I dropped my mitt too, so hold on. I just gotta take a couple steps back. Okay. Blooper reel. Oh my god. For those of you unfamiliar with winter climates, these are the dangers. These are the dangers I take for you guys. Oh wow, that was fun. Okay, so we're coming up onto a range road in Laurier East. As if I fell down my butt. All right. So yeah, this is Laurier East. This is Le Cordon Bleu cooking school, chef school. How's our lens doing here? Alright, lens still looks good. See you next fall. Oh man. There'll probably be another. Hey, wait till I get on the... I'll try to do some vids on the e-bike and the longboard. I got a nice little collection of longboards. I don't think the gimbal and the phone would appreciate those kind of wipeouts though. Okay, so there's a little bit of action. There's media. So this is the Russian embassy, guys. I don't know, like if there's... Maybe someone knows better than me. Is there anything scheduled? Any like scheduled protests? I didn't really look into that. I just wanted to go for a walk and see what happens. So yeah, right now it looks like business as usual at the Russian embassy. Guy, diplomat brushing his car off. This is TVA Nouvelle, so this is a French news station. So yeah, very quiet here. No protesters, no demonstration, nada. So yeah, we'll kind of just swing around here. This is the property here. This is like Charlotte and Laurier East. Yeah. Not normally a very quiet place, this embassy. Alright, let's cross the road. And we'll walk down towards the Ukrainian embassy. Hopefully not fall. Hello, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va?
Ça va bien,
Oh, très bien, merci. All right. Snow is beautiful. All right. It's just like getting layered in snow, like everything. Had to blow it off the gimbal. So yeah, right now I'm on Laurier Avenue East, which is like just kind of near the Ottawa University, Rideau Street. So we're gonna walk towards the Ukrainian embassy now. Yeah, that's convenient. We're actually right behind the sidewalk tractor, so we got a nice salted sidewalk to walk on. Yeah, as much as salt works, it's so terrible for our environment to melt the ice, and our cars and vehicles and pipes and plethora of other things. But yeah, it serves its purpose, but man, it's bad for the environment. In Alberta, I think they use like gravel and sand. They also use like kind of I think it's a sugar beet juice solution. They use that sometimes. I think it's pretty expensive. Whack. Guy's smoking a cigarette like 50 feet ahead, and I can smell it like he's right beside me. Oops. Oh. Hold on there. Polar Doom, thank you. I hope you're okay from that fall. You've got a good spirit, and I wanted to share what I could with you. Thanks for streaming and being awesome. Why, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Not necessary, but appreciate it. What about news on the news on the frontier in Ottawa? As far as I know, it's still kind of all cordoned off downtown. There's like checkpoints everywhere, and you have to show your papers. I walked by that iconic cafe place on Slater Street. I encourage you to search that video out and see how the police terrorized these wonderful people. I really encourage you to find that video and look at it. Write letters to city council, police chief, like that kind of behavior is just so unacceptable. Yeah, they had their, when I walked by yesterday on my way back after the live stream, they had they're all closed up, and they had some like kind of signs, their own like homemade signs, just kind of saying it's like protected against like kind of like civil forfeiture or something. Don't quote me on this, please. But yeah, they had like kind of signs saying that this is like unseizable or something. I don't know. We'll see for yourself. Or maybe we'll make it there. We'll see. Uh-oh, catching up to the tractor. Plowing like molasses. Full send, let's go. Before all this Freedom Convoy stuff came to town, majority of my YouTube videos was filming tractors, like doing snow removal and snow clearing and that kind of stuff. Didn't even really talk in my videos. Here you go, it's a John Deere 3033R. Got his little epoch salter. Nice little unit. That's a whole interesting story too, with like John Deere and the farmers and the right to repair your own stuff, and how they've kind of monopolized everything with like proprietary computer software, and so a lot of the farmers are having to rely on hacked software to get their stuff done and fix their machines and keep them going. Oh, wow. That was an interesting comment. I'm not even sure I'm going to repeat that one. But yeah, there's probably that stuff. They're probably synthesizing it and processing it. But, like, I don't know. There's definitely one thing I respect about Putin is he dislikes people who like pedophiles and stuff and child molesters. He seems like he has a pretty big dislike for them. And if that's the case, he's got at least some of my respect. That's the one thing I just, oh yeah, special place for those people. So yeah, we're starting to get into like the more central university area. There's a sandy hill. This neighborhood would be considered a sandy hill. Yeah, I just saw like some comment about controlled opposition. Very, very important to know who that is. Guys like Alex Jones, very likely. Yeah, I've heard he might have a lot of ties, family ties with the CIA. Guy like David Icke. David Icke is a very likely controlled opposition. Just to be able to have his platform and the way it is, and not be like sabotaged, but a lot of controlled opposition out there. It's tough to know who to believe. That's the game, right? part of the game. It's a big game. The world's a stage, and we're all actors. So we're coming up onto King Edward into the University of Ottawa. And I think it's really important to embrace this notion and think about where you want your positive energy to go. You want a world that's productive and full of positivity and is caring and compassionate and full of love. Well, you got to throw those thoughts and those intentions out there, like prayer, right? And if you dwell on all this like mainstream media and just bad news all the time and just constant fear mongering, it really, as humans as a group, it brings our energy level down and it suppresses us. And when we don't think about those things and we stay positive, it's like when we saw the Freedom Convoy and all the truckers and people started seeing there's really hope and positivity and bouncy castles and barbecues, hugs, and if you stay on that wavelength and that's what you wish for, we are going to go really far as a species. And they know that's why they have the media constructed the way it is. That's why our governments are constructed the way they are. It's really to oppress you and oppress your energy and your true meaning of being here. I was just reading a study. They actually managed to scan somebody's brain for 900 seconds while they were dying, and basically what was happening to the brain was went into a dream state, and it almost looked like it was playing almost like your life story for you, all your highlight reel. Really interesting, super fascinating. Yeah, and you get into all the far out stuff, with our DNA and double helix and triple helix and all that far out stuff. So much. There's just so much to read, and overwhelming sometimes the amount of information that's out there, especially since we the age of the interweb. We have all the information almost at the touch of our fingers, I think I remember growing up, we had rotary phones and ColecoVision. Still had, it was pretty old school even back in the 80s. Kind of miss the simpler times though, really. People have become so disconnected. We got a sign here. Russia. So basically, Ukraine stay strong, Putin be worried. So there's probably, imagine there might be something happening at the Ukrainian embassy. Or there could even possibly be marching this way. It's very possible. And there might be a group of people marching from the Ukrainian embassy to the Russian embassy where we just came from. I see that as a possibility. Snow's just piling up on me here. Yeah, those face diapers. It's weird. Yeah, hopefully those things go the way of the dodo bird soon. Alright. Looks like they might have eased this roadblock up a little bit. Doesn't look like it's manned anymore. So yeah, this is Ottawa University. These are nice columnar oak trees. Very cool. Right. Way in the distance, there's a guy on an e-bike trying to make it up the hill, and he's got his feet like splayed out. Kind of sketchy. Alright, so this is Nicholas on-ramp, I believe it would be called. Access to the 417 highway. It's a kind of Rideau Center, the old jail, really interesting place. Very old jail. They had gallows there, and apparently it's haunted. There's some like police action going on there, MP action. I don't know, you guys can see that. We got MP right across the road. What's going on? Interesting. It's making everyone go around. Okay. All right, let's keep walking. All right. So yeah, the military police. This is Department of National Defense, one of their buildings. We're walking over the Laurier Bridge. And I'm going to be walking over the Rideau Canal in a sec. I doubt there's skating happening just because of the snow. That'd be a fun live stream too. Dig out my skates and take you guys on a live stream down the Rideau Canal. Probably fall on my ass again too. Nah, I'm alright on my skates. I can even skate backwards and stop sideways. So yeah, that's the canal. We're in the distance there. Manu lift. That's cool. Alright. Also, so there's been that story about the UN planes that showed up in North Bay, Ontario, and that they're like somehow transporting the stormtrooper cops that we saw, and they were like kind of NATO cops, which from my own observations I would say is false, because the stormtrooper cops that I saw, they all had Sûreté de Quebec badges on their arms, the SQ, which is like the Quebec Provincial Police. So that must have been like their riot squad from Montreal or Quebec City. And so these planes, though, the company that owns them, guess who is directly tied to them? Klaus and friends. They own and have majority ownership of this company that's flying these planes. I just kind of saw that just before I left, so I didn't really get to look into it too much, but no surprise there. So tentacles go deep. Right. So this is Ottawa City Hall, courthouse, Confederation Park. Okay, the back of this guy's car, completely snowed. If you've never driven in winter, I recommend snow tires. They have a distinct advantage. Snowy dog. SWAT team guys were looking at me. I imagine there's still quite a presence of those folks. You can see it in front of the Lord Elgin Hotel. There's still quite a few police vehicles. Entering downtown Ottawa, the core. I would call it the core. It's impressive how the snow is blowing in between the buildings. It's really like reducing the visibility. Oh, I'm looking forward to spring. Can't wait. I like winter. It's not too bad. It's long. In Ottawa, the winter's long. Even though we had a pretty decent winter so far. It hasn't been. We've had some thaws. The snow hasn't been insane. Yeah, it's been pretty decent. It's still all crazy, blocked off by the war memorial and all that way. I don't think we'll go there. Here. Actually, let's go down Elgin. We'll do Elgin. We'll do an Elgin walk. So this is Elgin Street. It's kind of another kind of restaurant-y shopping street. So winter wonderland. It has like headquarters for like Shopify, KPMG. That's a interesting company to look into. Deloitte Touche, another one. All those accounting firms. So the Ukrainian embassy is not too far. LCBO there? LCBO is like Liquor Controlled Board of Ontario. Basically, it's a liquor monopoly. Province liquor monopoly. I've been on Elgin in a little while. And this is Clock Tower Brew Pub. They brew their own beer. They have some decent stuff. If you're a beer fan, it's good stuff. I think they have this raspberry wheat beer that's quite decent. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. This little Whale's Bone Cafe. It's a good spot if you enjoy oysters. Probably the best oysters in town. Zach's Diner here. This is a good one. This is they make good milkshakes, kind of burger fry joint diner. This is Cooper Street in Elgin. Dollarama. Always find cool stuff at the Dollarama. Picked up this. There was always random stuff. So yeah, found this. It's a USB powered laser that plugs into your computer, and you just it's got a little flexible shaft on it, and you can point it up at the ceiling and kind of spin the top, and it gives you little designs, laser designs on your ceiling while you're on the computer. Kind of useless, but kind of fun. Alright, so this is Somerset. So the embassy is on Somerset. So we'll go that way.
Good. Well, there's no more trickers anymore. Yeah, you take everything off. Yeah.
So Somerset. It's a pretty long street. Goes from kind of the bridge where we started on there. That would be Somerset East, and then at the canal it turns into Somerset West, and that goes all the way down through Chinatown into kind of Mechanicsville, and then it transition into Wellington Avenue. So I think we're a block or two away from the embassy. Truck looks like he has pieces of a tower crane. Yeah, pieces of a tower crane. It's kind of neat. across here too. It'd be nice if we could go to Parliament and if you wanted to go protest your cause, but we can't access our Parliament Hill. It's too bad. And the whole extinguishing of the eternal flame. It's kind of lame too. One thing, the cannabis stores everywhere. It's insane. Good Italian restaurant here, Mama Teresa. Alright, so this is the Ukrainian embassy. Right here. And there's not much happening. Here, there's a sign. We can go read a sign. How's that? So yeah, Ukrainian embassy, Somerset and O'Connor. So I wonder what's going to happen next with all this. I'm really curious. One of our salt trucks, one of our plows. So, this is what fighting for freedom really looks like. Free Ukraine. And there's all these bouquets. We stand with Ukraine. So yeah, pretty quiet. Sorry guys, there's snow everywhere. Yep. Let's go for a walk down Bank Street. See what's happening. The main drag. Right. This building here is a whole story in itself. It's kind of obviously not in good condition, and it's been like this for years and years and years, and there's this whole kind of fight between the city and the owner of whether it's like kind of heritage status or should it just be dropped to the ground. Yeah, the prime real estate that's just been in a legal battle for I think it's probably getting close to 10 years now. Probably a bit less, but probably not too far off. See, that's Bank, Somerset, and we'll go down Bank this way. See what the barricades look like. They're non-emergency, emergency state. All right. Wow. I will not be held hostage in our own city. And it looks like some Antifa guy. That's a good one. Oh, they're hiring community organizers. Yeah. Govern me harder, Daddy. Govern me harder. People just love the servitude, and they just love, like being oppressed and having ridiculous mandates foisted on them. And then when you come across people who have common sense, who see that there's a big problem, you attack them. It's wonderful. Kind of sad, but kind of neat. There's someone's house here, but there's this beautiful pigeon. See that? But yeah. Let me guess, the Freedom Convoy caused that person to sleep there? We're walking down Bank. I think we'll get to Slater. Let's see who we'll get to Slater. And we'll go from there. It's nice to see a lot of the businesses are open, starting to be open. Now that thousands and thousands of people have left the downtown, it's a good time to open up. Another cash advance, please. These things should go the way of the dodo bird too. Predatory lenders. Now we're coming into like the downtown core. Let's see how far we can get before I have to show my papers. And I got lunch on the mind. Didn't eat lunch before I left. I'm getting peckish. I think I can make it till I get home though. Kid ate all the leftover pizza this morning. I like to order from this place. I don't know if I should say it. Well, we don't have thousands of people online, so yeah. Aladdin Pizza on Montreal Road. The best. He's only a one-man show, so don't swamp him with thousands of calls. But geez, does he make a good pizza. I respect someone who has pizza down to a science. Oh, and our neighbor, yes, the other day, she brought over these kind of deep fried like pickle wraps that had cheese in them. Oh, I had to get the recipe. It was incredible. They're like kind of egg roll pastry, and just like with the dill pickle and this like heavy duty like kind of cream cheese filling, and it was all deep fried, obviously. So, quite delicious. This is Albert. Coming up on Albert. So they've definitely pushed back a bit. It's definitely all fenced off, kind of around Spark Street, Queen Street. Yeah, right. So this is coming up on Queen Street. So yeah, it's completely fenced off down there. Yeah, the state of emergency that never really ended. So yeah, we'll walk down Queen this way. This is CBC. Okay. This is one of the O train stations. Boondoggle that thing's been. Wellington down there. And Sparks would be the next one over. We'll go down here. There's so much snow piling up on me. It's funny. Yeah, and just I hope it's peacefully resolved as much as it can be. It just to see war happen, you know, in this day and age, it's very saddening. But you gotta be, as I said before, like we gotta not get down into that level, you know. You gotta stay positive and think about what could be, you know, the positive things that we could be thinking of, positive directions to take, you know, your life and your community and so on and so forth, right? You know, I think once the Queen passes away and Charles takes over, we're really gonna see the jackboots come down. I'm pretty convinced of that, and I could see that happening sooner than later. So I guess our best recourse to that would be, I think, just getting to know your neighbors and getting to know your community and just being aware of what's around you and your local resources, especially because I think there's going to be a lot of, you know, issues with supply chains and stocking of grocery stores. I do believe that's going to come to fruition. Coming up on that iconic cafe, show you the signs they posted. Again, I encourage you to look up this iconic cafe and the videos of what happened to them, because the backstory is they stayed open when the convoy was here and they helped feed people and the people treated them very well. Yeah, so yeah, do not trespass. Common law jurisdiction. Yeah, I would 100% go in if they were open. I'd give them a big tip too. But yeah, just beautiful people, lovely business. Like, look at that, clean, beautiful. They got nice sandwiches and salads and soups. Yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to these folks. Terrifying. Is the snow ever coming down? Woo! Yeah, I should have. I mentioned before, I like cars and I'm a car guy. And like not more than 5 minutes after I cut off my live stream yesterday, there was a Mercedes Maybach like parked on Laurier. I've never seen one in person. Basically like $300,000-$400,000 super luxury car. Couldn't imagine the maintenance repair bills on that. Yeah, pretty crazy automobile. It's got like kind of business class / first class seating in the back. You can totally recline. You can the liner of the ceiling, you can have like kind of like star constellations with LEDs put in. Like just the customization of that car is incredible, what you can do. Big V12 engine, monster. So this is back onto Laurier. So yeah, little tour. Nothing really happening at the embassies. You got to watch me wipe out on my ass. It's pretty fun. Highlight reel. Really appreciate all you guys for tuning in and being there. My lord, all the kind words in the comments. Just wow, guys. There's some beautiful people out there. Very nice people who I would love to meet in person. Wow, yeah. Gives me a lot of hope, folks. I love you all. And yeah, I'll do another live stream soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see. But yeah, I'll keep posted on world events and talk about them. Yeah, go from there. Anyways, much love and God bless, and we'll see you on the flip side. Thank you.